content over everything.
Well, the fact that he's been locked up.
I mean, by law.
Yeah, by law, he messed up. But if it was anybody else, they probably would have. No, but the thing is, if it was anybody else, he would have got a slap on the wrist, or maybe a fine or something. I don't think they would have put him away for 13 months.
The fact that he's been done through it before for exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but I think these people that are doing grooming should be exposed. That's my opinion. Sorry, let's quickly get it. Oh, you're rolling. Oh, it's all going in. All right. So I'm just going to address something today. I didn't want to do it. 2 weeks ago, I addressed an individual here that I called a grade A prick. And he's still a grade A prick, definitely. But he's taken it to a next level in the sense that I confronted him because he was mocking my cousin who had been groomed. I don't call it groomed, I call it rape. And she was only 14 at the time. So if you've got an issue with me, fair enough. But when you start mocking somebody that had, something happened to her that has ruined her life, it happened 10 years ago, but it still affects her today. She still hasn't recovered from the kind of trauma and everything that happened. So I see this, so it does agitate me a lot when people say, forget about it, forget about it, forget about it. So I let Deep go and we reluctantly shook hands. So thanks Hussein for mediating. I hope you and Callum can mediate between each other as well, because you seem to be very good at kind of like mediating other people's conflicts, but with your own ones, you seem to be all over the place. So hopefully you can kind of address that as well. We're all hypocrites to a certain degree, including me. So I let Deep go and I was like, all right, I shook his hand. I said to him, please don't come next to me and don't try to agitate me. And so I walked off. The next week, he started walking past me, calling me puddy, which means pussy. Every time I walked past, he would say, I ignored it, I treated him like a ghost. Yeah, and I was like, all right, everyone's saying, oh, and people were going, oh, poor Deep, why did you do what you did to him? I said, listen, he's a grade A prick. There's no doubt about it. You just need to talk to him for 2 minutes and you realize, yeah? So what happened is that he then goes onto the internet and starts mouthing off again. But this time he took it to another level. I mean, if you look at this picture of this guy, just have a look. Yeah, you can see in his eyes. I know everyone says I've got weird eyes as well. Everyone says I've got beady eyes, but this guy's got the eyes of the devil. Yeah, and so he wrote a comment saying, "Public Enemy," which is another YouTuber, he's a lowlife. Don't come to Speaker's Corner for him. Come to Speaker's Corner to gain knowledge and learn. If he's there, finish him, the puddy, yeah, which means pussy, and also ask him how his cousin got groomed, yeah, 10 years ago, but he's still acting if it happened yesterday. He's a sad old man, 10 years, she's 24 now. So he's trying to tell me, just forget about it, move on, yeah, all right. But then this is when he takes it to the next level. He goes, Raj, Speaker's Corner, who did you savage? Me? No, the only person that was savage was your cousin 10 years ago. Yeah? Drink and drugged up, you're a low life, minuscule to me. So he's saying that my cousin got savaged, yeah? Laughing about it and saying that she's drunk, she got drink, which is true. They're piled her with drink and drugs, which is what they do with the other girls around the UK. And so I'm gonna ignore him, yeah? Because my family suffered enough. But for people around the UK, or if anyone sees him at the Speaker's Corner, ask him his views on grooming and see what he really thinks, because he's already said it on camera. I'm going to also address the Tommy Robinson situation, because I think it's connected, in my opinion. Because Tommy Robinson, whatever anyone thinks of him, or the rights and wrongs of it, he is exposing an epidemic in the UK about grooming. And you have people like Deep, the grade A prick, who thinks it's funny to ridicule this, and also telling people to forget about it. There are girls that have been groomed in the 80s. Do you want them to forget about it? How long does it take for you to think it's okay for me to forget about it? So I'm hoping that people kind of take their personal stance out about Tommy Robinson out and look at this situation as objectively and ask yourself, how wrong was it of Tommy Robinson to try and expose these groomers at their court cases? I think they shouldn't have anonymity, and they should be exposed, in my personal opinion. He did the right thing, if I'm being honest. And anybody else wouldn't have got a 13-month prison sentence, in my opinion. I reckon they would have got a slap on the wrist, but because of the Day for Freedom and the fact that he's got such a big turnout that day, I think it shook the government. and now they wanted to make a kind of like, you know, send a message out to everybody else that, you know, we're going to go hard on everybody now because you know, they're banning people and they're you know, Twitter and everything like that. You know, all the social medias are really coming down on everybody. So that's all I'm going to say. And luckily for you, like, I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks. So my beady eyes will be off, as Omar says, the evil eyes. So I'll be away for a bit, so you can have a rest from me. I'm not taking over COE. COE is just impartial. I ask him, so I pester him. So if you want to be on air, you pester him as well. So it seems like, you know, everybody's moaning, but they don't ask. So if you want to go in here, ask the man, and he will let you on. He's a fair guy. So anyway, hopefully there'll be more conversations later today. And I'm going to leave that grade A prick deep alone. I'm going to let the public judge him, and hopefully he will understand that he's going to be jihadi. One thing I will say, he will be a jihadi within a year. He'll either blow himself up, chop someone's head off, or hopefully when he's having his circumcision, it goes botched and he's in hospital for a year, so nobody gets hurt. So let's just hope it's the last one. Anyway, get that circumcision done quick, boy. See you later.
Content over everything.
How you doing, man?
Content over everything. From your melody.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to.
Rolling.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. First of all, I would like to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My brother Isa, may Allah give him long life and strength and happiness in this life and the next. He has been given his time for the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's given his energy for the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he has given Allah reward him inshallah this life and the next. And from what I've seen and I've heard